Is he on any medication?
None.
Doctor, I think you should see this.
How much?
Why, what is it?
He's got money coming out the wazoo.
What do we have?
Money out the wazoo.
Move this man to a private room.
Out of the way, this man's got money coming out the wazoo.
Does your husband have insurance?
Insurance? He's got money coming out of the wazoo.
Oh.
I got some opiates. Get up. I got a lot of more. Come on.
Here we go again. Hover coming in.
Come on. Ain't so bad. Ain't so bad. You ain't nothing. Come on. You must be crazy or something. I'm crazy. You just a stupid fool.
Yeah, maybe stupid.
I ain't breathing heavy. He's a fool. He's stupid. I've seen you in 6 months.
How can he come back from a beating like that?
Hey, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Look, the strategy, that's all. I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't know what you're doing.
Why'd you leave? Why'd you walk away like that?
Life's too short, kid.
Where you going?
I'm going on a permanent vacation.
What are you talking about? We got one more fight.
No, not we. You.
Why are you doing this? I said, why are you doing this?
Because you can't win, Rock. This guy'll kill you to death inside of 3 rounds.
You're crazy.
What else is new?
He's just another fighter.
No, he ain't just another fighter. This guy is a wrecking machine, and he's hungry. You ain't been hungry since you won that belt.
Oh, what are you talking about? I've had 10 title defenses.
That was easy.
What do you mean easy?
They was handpicked.
Setups?
Ah, they were setups. There was good fighters, but they wasn't killers like this guy. He'll knock you into tomorrow, Rock.
Wow, what a last 24 hours. I'm sure your portfolio's taken a beating, as well as mine has. Things aren't as easy as what we thought they would be. Maybe we thought everything would be served to us on a silver platter. But what this gives us an opportunity to do is to reevaluate our strategy, to huddle up, to make sure that we're all on the same page, that everyone is running their route and doing their duty. Now is not the time to bail ship.
Step back, I say.
Here, give it to
Women
me.
and children only.
Hold on, Erie.
One more woman and child. Step forward, please.
The boat deck's awash. Come on, let's clear out. We've done our duty. Come on, we've got to be inside for breakfast.
I'm not going.
You're mad.
So we decided to put on our life vests and stay aboard the ship, even if it looks as though it's sinking. So in order to do that with confidence, we need to have a strategy. And so today we will focus on the cryptocurrency alerts strategy, on how we can profit in a down market, an up market, or a sideways market. Step 1 is to identify companies that have active projects. Step 2 is to set a stop loss 5% below your buying price. Step 3, we are going to sell when a 10% return is achieved. Then wash, rinse, and repeat. Hello and welcome back to Cryptocurrency Alerts. This is Tyrone. Today is Wednesday, January 17th, 2018, and it has been a punishing day in the crypto market. Last 48 hours, it's been very difficult to watch the value of your portfolio decline. Even the best solid projects and companies are down, so it's tough everywhere. And from the introduction, you see that I am choosing not to bail ship. I am in for the long haul on the cryptocurrency markets. What I am going to do is refine, hone my strategy, huddle up, come out with a solid plan, again, that will enable me to find profits in an up market, a down market, or if the market is going sideways. So that's what we're going to go into some detail on today, is just how to stick to that plan. So the first thing that we want to do is to identify solid projects. And what you can do is on coinmarketcap.com. There's also other web pages as well that show a listing of all the cryptocurrencies that are available. And CoinMarketCap, there's page after page. Again, there's over 1,400 different cryptocurrencies. And what you want to do is identify the cryptocurrencies, the projects that are currently have an active product or project that people are using, something that is coming to the market soon. A lot of the companies in crypto, we are in the early stage, kind of the venture capitalist stage, where people get to invest in startups. And with that ability to invest in a startup comes the opportunity for tremendous returns, but also with startups, and there's the possibility that you can lose everything. And that's where we are in this cryptocurrency space. I personally don't believe, with the energy that millions are putting into projects all across the world, that they're going to go to zero. Bitcoin, as you see here, is at 10,170. I saw it earlier today as low as 9,500. This is still, from 1 year ago, is a tremendous return. And what we have to understand is that markets have to correct. And this cryptocurrency market, as quick as it moves up, it has to correct for health going forward. If it just keeps continuing to go up nonstop, when it does go down, it's going to be even a harder fall. So it's best to endure through these corrections that we're having. It's in the long term, it is extremely healthy for the market. What you have to remember is, anytime in a market, when the market crashes, when the market goes down, everyone is jumping ship, everyone is bailing, running to the exits, is that wealth does not disappear. It just merely changes hands. So as people are panic selling, selling at losses, you realize that loss once you sell. There's someone on the other side that's taking that coin, those tokens from you that you're selling. So remember that. I mean, in order for you to sell, there has to be a buyer. And so why are these people buying when you're selling? What do they know? Why are they buying? Why are they staying on the ship? Is because they know that wealth is built by buying low and selling high. You can look at the history of America at the Great Depression and the major market crash in the 20s, 1929. Excuse me. And that's where the banking cartel was set up at that point, because while everyone was selling, jumping out of windows, off of buildings, the Rockefellers, the J.P. Morgans and such, they were buying everything at pennies on the dollar. They owned everything. The wealth did not disappear. It just went into a few hands. And so people, us as the individuals, the ones that might not have all of the privileges, this is our opportunity to get in on the ground level of something that can truly change our lives, in my opinion. And the fear, the uncertainty, the doubt, all that does is just wash out the weak hands, and those that have made money in the past and will continue making money in the future are the ones that are out looking for opportunities today and making purchases for the long term. So try to keep that in mind. It's the psychology of the market. When Bitcoin is at 20,000, everyone wants to buy, but when it's at 10,000, no one wants to buy. So what is that? And you find that psychology only when you're dealing in the financial markets. At any mall or any other type of shopping boutique, if you see something that you just saw at a store down the street for $10 and the store you're in is at $20, even if they make you feel special or whatever, you're still not. What's the value in paying double for something when I can go right back here and get it for half the price? So that's the opportunity for those with the correct mindset at this point in time, in my opinion, is to dollar cost average. I mean, look at Cardano. It's down back to 50 cents. I mean, that's where it was, I mean, a month or so ago. If you had FOMO when it was up at $1, like, oh man, I should have got. Now's your chance. Now is your chance to get in there. If you did make a mistake and buy higher and it dropped down, well, you buy here, you put the two buy prices together, average them out, and that's your new total, your new cost per coin that has been lowered, so you don't have to wait for it to run up to $1. You can have it run up to 75 cents and be profitable. So that's the things that we want to be thinking about. We want to think about our strategy. Any game, any sports game, you know, there's anything in life. I mean, it never is going to go our way 100% of the time. The thing we can control is how we react to it and how we respond. And really, that's pretty much all we can control, and especially in this volatile crypto market. So that's why we want to come here. Again, there's many knowledgeable different YouTube and channels out there that these gentlemen are providing excellent information on fundamentally sound projects and companies that you can invest in. And once you invest in those, again, there is a portion of your portfolio that is dedicated to the long term, and that is going to be something that you want to have more solid companies for sure, things that are being utilized now. I believe for my long-term portfolio in crypto, just because there's so much uncertainty right now, is that I'm going to be looking more again for these infrastructure type projects where people will be building their apps on top of. So Ethereum, for example, Cardano coming in the future. IOTA has a platform that can be built upon. Stellar, even Tron. But what I'm really looking at is EOS. This is one that I was researching, just trying to find just other companies that are kind of in line with what Ethereum does. And EOS is one that is touted as possibly being an Ethereum killer. I don't, my knowledge in the technology, I'm still learning, but it is an excellent project. And if you listen to the CEO and the project leader, he's one that created Steemit. Steemit is where I blog, also is connected with DTube, and it's a platform that is highly popular and highly effective. I really enjoy it, and there's a lot of great information there. Their network is touted to have no fees whatsoever for transactions, that they're going to be tremendously faster than Ethereum and Bitcoin. And there is an advantage to being first to market because your name is out there as being the first, but there's also sometimes a disadvantage because the competition can sit back, watch you, see your mistakes, and then they can build their products better based on your learning curve. So in the case of EOS, it's down at $8.58. I was looking at their website, and again, I'm still getting into some of the technical aspects of it and just trying to understand what makes them different and better than Ethereum. But it's one that I would tell you to research. This is because of the potential that people can build their dApps on top of EOS. That gives them a lot of upside, in my opinion. And so they have a technical white paper. And again, you start getting into this and it goes over my head extremely fast. But I'm going to attempt to continue to dive into it to read. There's a lot of great articles comparing Ethereum, Neo, EOS on Reddit. So get out there, do some research, and find these solid projects. Because once we find these solid projects, then we can plug them into our technical analysis and attempt to profit, like say, in any type of market. Right now, today, we're going to go and review some charts here real quick. Let's see. What I'm looking at right now is Request Network, and just to kind of go and follow up on what we were doing yesterday with our charts. And as you know, the market was just it was brutal yesterday, and it's still getting punched on the side of the head today. But again, we just chomped down on that mouthpiece, start using your defensive and evasive moves, and let's stay in the fight. Let's stay on our feet. What I wanted to show you here is this is on Request Network. This right here is showing excellent bullish candles. And so this candle right here can be considered a reversal. Whenever you see a candle like that, let me get to the arrow. See how the huge selling comes down? And so it dropped all the way down to here where the bottom of this line, this tail is. But the bulls pushed it back up to the close. So when you see this longer tail at the bottom, that indicates a bullish, that's a bullish indicator because it dropped down, but the bulls bought it back up. And here, the bears kind of won, but because it opened higher and closed higher, it's a bullish candle showing an uptrend. Same here, 50-50, and here the bears still trying to push it down. So once you get, and it looks like a lot of these, the selling pressure is leaving right now out of Request Network. The volume is dipping a bit, but we see we're getting the rise here on the MACD. Also here on the stochastics, we're showing an uptrend. So these are the type of situations that we want to put ourselves in, is that the trend is our friend, and this trend looks like it's going up. So we want to profit from Request Network. This is the type of candlestick pattern that we would want to see. We also see that it's bouncing off the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. It has risen out of the bottom of the stochastics, and it's still a little down on the MACD. But that's when you, again, these are just indicators to try to help us to enter into a position at the best time. So for me, I mean, I believe, maybe, of course, it'd been better to been down here after this bullish pin that again drops way below the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, and then you can ride that up. That's a 10% return possibly right there. Close, but that's a quick return, and I mean in less than an hour, that you can get just by following the charts and doing some technical analysis. So there are opportunities even in a down or battered market, and that's what we want to point out today. Gifto is one that I talked about yesterday on the video, and last night I was able to achieve a 10% return on that, even in the down market. Where was I able to get in? Let's see, boost that up for you. So Gifto last night, and in the video, we were starting to see an upward trend, tightening Bollinger Bands, and sure enough, we had those lining up yesterday during the video, and you see it just went up for a quick return. And if you're able to get down here and get out here, that's what you do in a down, sideways, or up market. Definitely easier to find big waves in an up market. You just have to be a little more crafty in a down or sideways market, but the opportunities do exist. So we don't want to give up. I mean, keep searching through your charts, through your favorites, and if you're finding these solid companies that are depressed down oversold positions, that's an opportunity to buy quality at a discount. And if they are quality projects, they will inevitably bounce back. By using these momentum indicators, we're hoping to catch a quick move, because again, with the volatility of the market, it's jumping up and down continuously, and we can just ride those bursts of momentum throughout the day. So let's look at, this is one that a lot of people have asked about, and Tron, it's down. Still, it's up from where it was at the beginning of December. So seeing everything that it's done, it just ran up so amazingly that it looks like it's a terrible situation. And if you bought at 30 cents, it's not a good situation. But you can dollar cost average, and if not, if you took a loss, then hopefully there was a lesson learned in there. And again, rehone or go back and revisit your strategy, and then go at it again. This market is not going to go away, regardless of what we're hearing out there in the world. It's just like in the days of the dot-com booms. There's a lot of indecision, a lot of unknown, and so sometimes we make definitive statements on an industry that's constantly changing, and we don't know. And there's still a lot to be determined. And so because of that, we want to position ourselves in solid projects. I believe in the infrastructure, the chassis type companies that other projects will be built on. And by doing that, you're going to eliminate a lot of risk, in my opinion. So, but Tron has kind of had a nice little run. You see this super tight Bollinger Bands, and then it had that nice little run up. So those Bollinger Bands are showing repeatedly that when they constrict and tighten up, that and momentum is on the upside, that is a positive probability of a winning trade, and that's where we want to put our dollars in front of those high probability opportunities. Let's see this one, the I Do wallet. I've been in it. Like I said, I was able to benefit from that, and I believe I've been in since here. I saw some bullish candles lining up. Super tight. I don't know if I've ever seen Bollinger Bands this tight. Really, the momentum is down, but if any type of positive momentum here, I believe this will provide a nice return. Again, it can drop down, but as I see how it's just been trading sideways here, is that there really isn't a lot of selling pressure, no buying pressure either. But I believe if the bulls are starting to try to win out, and if they can just provide a little boost of volume, I can see this one providing a nice return. I'm holding on to it because I don't know, I like seeing this type of formation. I would love to have these turning around, of course, as we've talked about, but I want to be here. I want to be in this situation right here. And if it drops down 5%, I'm out. But I believe I believe the odds are in my favor to get the 10% win on this trade. So again, that's what we're looking for, trying to get light from these candlesticks to kind of show us what the market sentiment is. And as we see from the psychology of crypto, when the weak hands are running to the door, they are selling. And there is always an opportunity to be able to buy quality project low and to find a time to sell it higher. And that's what we're looking to do. And I believe that it can be done. Going back to the EOS, and not necessarily, I mean, you can trade this one as well. You see the Bollinger Bands have really tightened up. This is one that I might be looking to move something into, especially if I can get this stochastics to start moving up. Because again, look at how narrow that band is as well. We get some momentum. EOS, if you again look at their webpage and see what they're doing, I mean they're trying to become the Ethereum killer. It's I don't know. It's really got me thinking. Because like I said, I was very bullish. I still am very bullish on Ethereum, but I do know that Ethereum is not going to be the only game in town, and that there is an opportunity to profit from other players in the space. And like I said, I've done more research on Cardano and what they're doing, and this EOS just kind of in the background seems like they're doing just as much, if not more, and that they're closer to bringing something to the market. So I've been impressed with them so far. I'm still, again, it's my learning curve is I'm trying to overcome it and understand the technology more. But I do understand that it is a solid organization with solid management. So I have no problem using EOS as a long-term play. It surely will be in my long-term holdings and also part of my trading portfolio, because I believe it's one that's going to have a opportunity for some nice gains going forward. And so the cryptocurrency alpha group, the way we're going to move forward with it is that I am not your financial advisor. Again, just a gentleman that enjoys talking about crypto and charts and technical analysis, and I enjoy sharing that with people. So with this program on cryptocurrency alerts, if you have an interest in learning together, learning the charts, using our knowledge together to refine a system that we all can profit from continuously and consistently. Please, in the comments or just on our Twitter page here on the side, we do have a link where you can get to our Telegram group. And what is your favorite coin? Which coin would you like to see tracked? And you put your favorite coin in there. What I'll be able to do for you is to give signals on when the charts, the technical analysis is showing a buy signal, and if there is a buy signal, what would be the sell point. Now, with this program, you would be able to figure out a lot of this on your own. Is that when the buy signal is given, you want to put your stop loss 5% below that price, and you want to exit with profit 10% above that price. And so over time, by using our technical analysis and the charts, having solid companies that we plugged in, by putting ourselves in position to enter at low or depressed, finding depressed positions that are showing an upside in momentum. If we do that over time, we are going to win more trades than we lose. And so when we win, if we're winning 10% and we lose, we're only losing 5%. We have a higher winning percentage. That means that we come out positive, and that is a winning trader. That is an advanced trader. That is someone that is able to find profits in any type of market, really with almost any type of asset. Utilizing these technical indicators will give you an idea of what the asset is doing, what it's going to do, what it has done. And so again, just to ensure that you are putting yourself in the best position to buy low and to sell high. So that's what we're going to do. And your favorite coin, just put it down in the description, preferably in the Telegram group, because that's where we would like to keep everything just in Telegram. We would just like to have our private community there with like-minded individuals. And if you're watching this video, please join. Again, you do not have to participate with any of your dollars, but just see how the technical analysis is working. As of this moment, any alert that is issued, again, you want to put in your 5% stop loss, and we're looking to take a profit at 10%. Any alert that is given is going to have all of the indicators, the stochastics, Bollinger Bands, MACD, candles, showing that it is a good opportunity to enter. So that's what we're going to provide by having the alerts issued on Telegram. If you're out at work or unable to track the market as I am, you'll get an alert on your phone and allowing you to make the decision whichever way you choose. So we're going to make this, I would like to make this into a community. Again, there is no one person that has all the knowledge, all the skills, but us together working for one common goal, I believe that we can together make winning trades consistently. And that's what I'd like to do. And I'd like to have you join us if you have an interest. So let's go and check out the markets really quick here and just see what has happened. And here's the EOS, and they're traded on Binance. So give them a look, because this is one of the mainframe companies that if they are able to overtake Ethereum, I mean, you're looking at potentially some tremendous gains. And looking at the market, excuse me, in my safe haven, Ethereum is down 19.37%, Bitcoin below 10,000, Ripple below $1. Again, Cardano now below 50 cents. Let's see, Litecoin, even Neo is dropping. Neo was running when everything else was down end of last week, but even Neo has succumbed to the pressure. Stellar 34 cents. Monero, Tron at 5 cents. Qtum. Wow, even Ryblox, down. I think that might even have got as high as $30. So as you see, there's an opportunity to get in. Wealth does not disappear, folks. It changes hands, and we want to be the ones that are accumulating now, so we can build our wealth going forward. See Verge even at 6 cents. Let's see, is anything up today? Excuse me. Smart Cash, Coin, Elf. So we have those three. I haven't done a whole lot of research on them, so I'm not going to go into detail, but those three are up when everything else is down. So yeah, not everything's down, so and it hasn't gone to zero. We have lost a tremendous amount of market capitalization overall, but even when you look at it at these levels, 452 billion, 452 billion, that's still like an IBM or an Apple. I mean, there are individual companies that trade on the New York Stock Exchange and on NASDAQ that have capitalizations that are as large as the entire cryptocurrency market. So we want to keep it in perspective. This is still, and that's why the volatility is there. It's that it's the Wild West, folks. We are, if we want conservative returns and conservative movement, the bond market, CDs at our bank, even blue chip stocks, that's where you want to have your money. Or if you're, and you should have a portion of your money in equities, for a diversified portfolio. With what I'm talking about, and the small niche here with cryptocurrency alerts, is where I see an opportunity in the cryptocurrency market. I see volatility as being the one constant in the market overall right now, and where there is volatility, there's an opportunity to profit as a trader, and that's what I see. Again, I'm still learning more and more. I definitely believe in the technology that will be utilizing the blockchain more in the future than today. I don't think we're going to go back to, again, old, antiquated technology. And so I'm going to continue to research projects and continue to attempt to find profits through trading, through using the cryptocurrency alert system. Again, we're going to plug in solid companies that have active projects. We're going to set our stop limit 5% below our buy price. We're going to exit at a 10% profit, and we're going to wash, rinse, and repeat. Continue this process, and I believe that it is going to benefit us once we look back at this 1 year from today. So be strong, people. It is a very, very difficult day in the markets, but again, there is an opportunity to profit. Money will not, wealth does not disappear. I cannot stress that enough. It merely changes hands. So let's be the ones that the wealth changes hands to, and let's hold and again execute on our strategy so that we can be profitable. Let's go back to the charts one last time. So again, I hope that whichever chart service you're using, I'm using Coinigy, and they do have a 30-day free trial, and a link is in the description if you want to use Coinigy. But they're giving us an idea on what to do, and right now there's tremendous amounts of opportunity. So what I'm going to do as soon as I'm done with this video is just comb through my favorites, comb through and identify opportunities that can profit here on the short term. Do your due diligence. Look at, make sure if you have issues identifying, okay, what is solid, like just understanding the technology. There's many other YouTubers out there that are providing excellent advice on fundamentally sound projects and companies, and a lot of them explain it in layman's terms that makes it easy for the common man to understand, and that's what I'd recommend. And when it comes to these charts, you must have a system. Stick to the system, and that is the key. Regardless of it's sunny, if it's raining, if it's snowing, we stick to the system. We follow the plan, our game plan, and we're going to come out winning the game more often than not. Please like us on Twitter. CryptoCurrency alerts at Vitriol for Veritas if you're finding any value in the conversations that we're having. Remember, stick to your plan, buy quality, and know that with the opportunity for tremendous returns comes a great deal of volatility, but we are going to use these technical indicators to assist us in profiting from that volatility on the short term and the long term. By following your plan, more trades will end up in your favor. You will continually buy low and sell higher, and that is how we will stay profitable, friends. This is Tyrone, CryptoCurrency Alerts. I hope you have a wonderful day.
How can he come back from a beating like that?
Hey, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Look, the strategy, that's all. I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't know what you're doing.
He's gotta come to you. You're the champ. He's nothing. He's mine.
You stand toe-to-toe with this bum and he'll kill you. It doesn't take a man to stand there and get your head beat off. Don't.
Tired. He's getting tired.
Don't go wasting your punches. You're the champ. Don't try to take him out with one punch. Use your head. Now you wear him down. He's all ours.
I know what I'm doing. I swear I know what I'm doing.
Don't tell me what you think. Go out there and do it, Rob. Eye of the tiger. You understand?
Yeah.
Go out there and knock his head off. He's just a man, Rob. Just a man, right? Be more man than him. Go get him. Eye of the tiger. Eye of the tiger.
Up and down, side to side.
All right, it's the beginning of round 3. Tough rounds to call right now. This is a little slower to start.
It's my round. It's my round. So I'm gonna take you this time. Come on, I'm gonna take you. You're mine. You're mine. Come on, gonna get you. Gonna get you. Come on. Gonna get you.
He is back. He's your heavyweight. That's that can't keep going.
Come on, where you go?
A sharp left hand to the head. That's another one.
Come on. Stick him, stick him. Come on, come on. Again. He's getting killed.
Oh, no.
He's not getting killed, he's getting mad. Come on, whole world's watching. Knock me out. Come on, knock me out. Come on, harder. Get hard. Get hard out. Come on.
Get out of there!
My mother is on it. Come on, go hard, Jim. To the face, come on. Again, you ain't so bad. Again, come on, Jim, you ain't so bad. You ain't nothing. Keep up.
I might believe the strategy now. He's faking right away this time. You see how he threw him in? Right. Now Rocky's throwing a punch. But look at the punches. Look at that. He's lifting it right off the canvas with the ball. Punches. This straight from. He's completely psyched out. Psyched out. Lang is confused by all of this. Look at the condition of Balboa right now. Look at the condition. Somehow he's really back for some. And Lang doesn't know how to defend himself. What a comeback by Balboa.
heavyweight champion of the world, the Italian stallion, Rocky Balboa.
The information provided by CryptoCurrency Alerts is for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. You should consult with an attorney or other professional to determine what may be best for your individual needs. CryptoCurrency Alerts does not make any guarantee or other promise as to any results that may be obtained from using the service. No one should make any investment decision without first consulting his or her own financial advisor and conducting his or her own research and due diligence. To the maximum extent permitted by law, CryptoCurrency Alerts disclaims any and all liability in the event any information, commentary, analysis, opinions, advice, and or recommendations prove to be inaccurate, incomplete, or unreliable, or result in any investment or other losses. Content contained on or made available through the website is not intended to and does not constitute legal advice or investment advice, and no attorney-client relationship is formed. Your use of the information on the website or materials linked from the web is at your own risk.